India greets Madam President. I'm Arunima. Let me take you to the other news coming in. Once again, Tamil Nadu's Chidambaram Nattaraj Temple is at the center of a controversy. This after the Tamil Nadu Hindu Religious and Charitable Endowment Department received over 14,000 complaints against the temple management. Some of the severe charges include presence of an untouchability wall within the temple. The petitioners have also said that the temple conducts child marriages and priests indulge in fund irregularities. The issue came to light after the State Department issued a public notice to take a feedback from devotees of the temple. After receiving the complaints, the department issued a notice to the temple on 18th of July and has demanded a response within 15 days. So serious charges there being made against the temple management. There are a lot of questions about whether there are practices against the law of the land being carried out by the temple management. Practices like allowing child marriage to happen, practices like fund irregularities. These are questions that have been asked by the concerned department in the government of Tamil Nadu after they received complaints about the way affairs were being managed inside this temple. They have given the temple management time. This was received on 18th of July, and post that the notice was sent, and the temple management has been given 15 days time, which means by the first week of August, the temple management will have to respond to these charges that have been received. More than 19,000 complaints have been received on as far as this temple is concerned. Joining me to understand this issue further is Mugilan Chandrakumar. What exactly is the issue here? Is the issue of fund related, or like we are also pointing out, some complaints are about breaking the law of the land, about untouchability, about child marriage? Anything else that is substantial in the charge against this temple?
Definitely, only few months before we saw similar allegations were made against the temple administration, and then the HRNC department officials sent a notice to the temple seeking the details and documents regarding the assets and the expenses made by the temple administration. But then the temple administration denied giving any of the documents to the HRNC, the officials stating that this particular temple is a denomination temple and they will not come under HRNC department. And followed by that, HRNC sent a notice, put out a public notice asking response from the public regarding the complaints what they have against the Chidambaram Nataraja temple. And following that, 19,000 complaints have received is what the HRNC has informed now. And out of this 18,000, out of this 19,000, 14,000 complaints are related to the irregularities of expenses and funds of the temple, and there have been several allegations made against the temple administration by the public. They even have said that they have erected an untouchability wall in the southern gate of the temple, and they have said that there were several incidents of child marriage being reported inside the temple, and proper receipts were not given to the devotees who make offerings to the temple is what the complaints that has been given to the HRNC. And it has also stated very particularly the women devotees are disrespected inside the temple campus, temple premises is what the complaint speaks, is what HRNC have stated in its press release. And it has also stated the temple is completely inaccessible for differently able people, is what the other allegations or the other complaints that HRNC have received so far. So now the HRNC department have sent a notice once again to the temple administration seeking their response in next 15 days. That is, the notice was served to the temple administration on July 18th is what we are learning from the officials. So we have to wait and watch what kind of response that the temple management will be giving to the HRNC department. But the HRNC department have confirmed that they have received 14,000 complaints of several allegations, irregularities on the temple administration.
Is this matter limited to government versus temple management, or are the devotees also in any way involved? Is anybody alleging that their faith is being attacked by attacking or questioning the temple management?
So far, as I said earlier, these 14,000 complaints are made by the general public and common people. So we have to wait and watch what response the temple will be giving in the temple management will be giving in this issue. But so far, there is no complaint of any such that sort has been reported or the HRNC have highlighted.
And is there a history that this temple's management has of being on the wrong side of law?
Definitely, we have seen several issues. We even saw the HRNC department stepping up in this issue after several complaints coming in from the general public. Even very recently, it was the HRNC department who had to issue an executive order for the people to stand and offer prayers from a Kanaga Sabhabari stage. That is a particular stage in temple where general public are not being allowed by the temple administration. After several allegations, we then saw the HRC department stepping up and issuing a executive order asking the temple management to allow people from that particular stage. So definitely yes, there has been an history of people raising several allegations over the temple administration and management, because there are several allegations. It is the temple priest and particularly the Dikshiras who control and run the temple, and they often disrespect the devotees who come to the temple, is what several complaints that's been filed or been raised by several organizations and common public.
And tell us a little more about this temple. It is run by a trust, I am presuming. Since you are saying these charges have come previously also, has the management ever come out defending their conduct?
See, as far as this particular Chidambaram Natarajan temple is concerned, this doesn't come under the HRNC department, which is run by the Tamil Nadu state government, because this is a denomination temple. All the administrations, that is the temple administrations and the rituals, are being done by the temple management itself. So this is outside the government ambit, is what we could understand. So that is why the temple administration continuously refused to offer any of the documents that sought by the HRNC department. But HRNC department maintains that even though they will not interfere with the temple administration and management, but if there is a complaint from the public regarding any irregularities, they have all the rights to step in and seek details and clarification. So this is a legal battle between the HRNC department and with the Chidambaram Nataraja temple. So definitely we have to wait and watch. That is on the 15th day, we have to wait and watch whether the temple administration will be giving the clarification that was sought by the HRNC department, or they will be sticking to their stand that they were not answerable to the HRNC department, and they will be replying only to a committee if it is formed by the Supreme Court itself.
All right, so that's where matters stand. A number of allegations have been made against the temple management, from financial irregularities to allowing untouchability to be practiced, to allowing child marriage to happen. Some of these serious charges have been made. From what I understand from my colleague who is getting us all these details, from what Mugilan is telling us, the temple management so far has said we are not under the government department and therefore we are not bound to share the details. But I am also hoping to be joined by a spokesperson of the temple management to get that question to him. But Mugilan, very quickly, can you give us a history of these charges that are now being levelled? When do you think these charges were first brought to light? And but now do you think the temple management is increasingly under pressure because devotees are also filing complaints?
Definitely, yes. This issue been there for quite a while, but now it has started taking center stage. And in several instances, we have seen that several women devotees and other devotees coming forward and saying that they were disrespected inside the temple by the temple priest. And that is only after that we saw the HRNC department also stepping into this issue, and that is how in a few months before we saw the HRNC department issuing a notice to the temple management and administration seeking several clarifications regarding the irregularities that was raised by the general public. And in that incident also, we have seen the temple management refused to give any details to the HRNC department. So definitely, yes, there is a standoff. There are several allegations that have been